The Secret Life of Pets has some of the best cast we've ever seen, but it also has the best and the funniest characters. Have you ever wished your pet could talk? Get ready because we're about to show you what the talking The Secret Life of Pets characters look like in real life. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Today we're looking at 10 Secret Life of Pets characters in real life. Max. Max is one of the main characters in the movie and plays an important part throughout. How could you not love this sweet and loving Jack Russell Terrier with his short and thin legs, but a big personality? Much like most dogs, Max loves his owner Katie and wants to be around her all the time. He can't understand why his owner has to leave the apartment, and he definitely can't understand why she had to adopt another dog called Duke. Max gets jealous as he wants his owner all to himself. Max is a mixed terrier with a big black nose and a white and brown fur. One of his most distinctive features is his face, which is half white and half brown. Sure, he's cute, but he is the alpha dog of the family, who tries to frame Duke just to get him in trouble. Dogs really do love their owners, don't they? Check out this Jack Russell Terrier, who looks like a real-life version of Max. These dogs come with so many interesting patterns. We bet you can easily find the exact version of Max. The voice of Max belongs to Louis C.K., who's known as an outstanding writer, producer, and comedian. He stated he completely understands Max's need to keep the same routine instead of adjusting to new things, as he also has a rescue dog himself, Gidget. Gidget is the white fur Pomeranian that looks totally innocent. But you should know that most cute-looking characters tend to be quite sassy. Gidget is no exception to that rule. The best description for Gidget is 50% fluff, 100% tough. Trust us, you don't want to get in her way. Even though she adores watching telenovelas and loves her owners and her boyfriend Max, Gidget can also single-handedly fight a dozen members of the flushed pets. Or should we say, single-pawedly. It's true what they say. Good things come in small packages, and Gidget is an absolute proof of that statement. Check out this cute Pomeranian that looks like the perfect real-life version of Gidget. All you'd have to do is put a small pink bow on her head, teach her some impressive fighting skills, and voila! She might not be able to talk, but it will look absolutely adorable. Gidget is voiced by Jenny Slate. You might know her from voicing Tammy in Bob's Burgers or Bellwether in Zootopia. Jenny complimented the dogs in the movie, saying her very own dog is nowhere near as smart as these characters. She says that when she leaves her dogs alone, they tend to throw around trash. Who knows? They might have a secret life. Norman. Norman is one of the cutest guinea pigs we've ever seen. He's the one that's always getting lost and trying to find his home. Norman meets Max as he enters his apartment by accident, and then again for the second time. Norman also decides to help Gidget find Max when he gets lost. But enough about spoiling the show. Norman is a brown and white guinea pig that's always forgetful, just like most of us are. While he can't find his way back home, he does agree to help out the animals in need. He looks just like any other guinea pig would. So who knows? You might even have a real version of Norman in your house. Quick, you better check that he's still there. His character was inspired by the director's actual pet gerbils and guinea pigs that always seem to disappear from their cages and reappear at the strangest places. It's just one more proof that these real-life creatures do have a life we know nothing about. Norman is voiced by the director, Chris Renaud, who's behind some of your favorite animated movies, including Despicable Me and The Lorax. Norman's voice is also the only one that's sped up, but it only adds more hilarity to this movie. But seriously, have you checked if your guinea pig is still in your cage? Norman's story made us go check up on ours. Duke. Well, it was pretty easy to identify the breed of the Secret Life of Pets characters. Duke is one of the most unique-looking dogs you've ever seen. He's large, and his brown fur is long and fluffy. Perfect for cuddling. As a rescue dog, Duke tends to be a bit reckless at first. He also has a hard time trusting others, including Max, who also gives him a hard time back until the two finally bonded. Critics have compared Duke to Buzz Lightyear and claim that the entire movie runs on the same storyline as Toy Story. Both of the characters get lost, and in the end, they become friends with the ones they didn't get along with at first. But let's not blame Duke for this unfortunate similarity, as many Disney movies tend to run on the same basic plot structure. What's different are the personalities and people who voice the characters. Duke is voiced by Eric Stonestreet, who you might know as Cameron from The Modern Family. It turns out that Eric himself had no idea he'd ever get to play a dog in an animated movie. And even though some might have criticized the storyline, Eric said he's very proud of everyone, as no one knew this movie would be such a success. We can't wait to see what the sequel will be all about. Chloe. The first thing we think of when we see Chloe is the grumpy cat. Chloe is a voluptuous character, but she's also an extremely sarcastic blue tabby cat. Chloe is just like all of us. When offered regular cat food, Chloe throws it away when the owner isn't looking and goes for a whole piece of turkey. In fact, Chloe loves food, and she likes to eat everything that is in the fridge. Although she's lazy, grumpy, and doesn't care about a lot of things, she still strikes a conversation with the fellow characters in the movie. Her clumsiness also gets featured in a video of the day on Times Square. She's one of the most unusual characters in the series. But we bet some of you probably have a lazy tabby cat at home. Have you ever wondered why your food in the fridge keeps on going missing? You might want to check that with your blue tabby cat. because if she's anything like Chloe, she has an exquisite taste for food that goes beyond canned cat food. Chloe's voice belongs to Lake Bell, an American actress who you might know from movies such as What Happens in Vegas and No Strings Attached. Although Lake was a dog person before she got the role to voice Chloe, she said she's now campaigning to get her family to like cats and to get a rescue kitten. Good luck, Chloe. Snowball. If you thought Gidget represents the statement that good things come in small packages, you might want to take that back when you get to know our next character. Snowball is an abandoned rabbit who goes from being the main antagonist to a somewhat liked character in the movie. He's a blue-eyed white Polish rabbit, and while he's super cute, he's also super crazy. Trust us, you wouldn't want to mess with this tiny rabbit. Snowball built an army of all abandoned pets, and he wants to take revenge on everyone else that's perfectly happy. Who wouldn't love a cute-looking rabbit who wants to dominate the world? Of course, even the main antagonists have a change of heart in the end, and so did Snowball. This is what blue-eyed white Polish rabbits look like in real life. We bet they don't care about world domination, and all they want is to eat carrots and everything else yummy. Snowball is voiced by the hilarious Kevin Hart, who you might know from movies like Ride Along and Get Hard. Kevin joked that he lived as a bunny for 2 years to prepare for this role. We think he might have drunk just a bit too much of the carrot juice because he managed to turn Snowball into an amazing character who's also just slightly insane at the same time. Reginald. While Reginald only makes a small appearance in the movie, we thought you'd like to know how easy it is to have a cat like Reginald in your own home. Of course, you'll probably end up with a cat with a slightly nicer personality, as Reginald is quite mean, but maybe it's for the best. Reginald is a typical Himalayan cat. These types of cats usually come with long fur that's a mix of light brown and dark. The darkest parts include the ears, tail, paws, and face. They're easily recognizable and stand out straight away. Just like a regular cat, Reginald isn't very fond of dogs, so it's no wonder he doesn't appreciate Duke. He's voiced by Steve Coogan, who also played Silas in Despicable Me. While his character might seem like he's mean, Reginald gives the movie a very sentimental moment as Duke comes to visit the house where his previous owner lived. But we won't spoil the movie for you. You'll have to see it for yourself. In fact, we think Reginald might just be one of the most regular characters we've ever seen in this movie. He's a cat, he's a bit grumpy like all cats are, and he's not very fond of dogs. He sounds like just about any other real-life cat we know, and we'd love to know more about his secret life. Sweet Pea. Do you own a bird? You might want to check up what it's doing while you're away, because if it's anything like Sweet Pea, it might lead a very secret life. Sweet Pea's a regular budgie parakeet that's green and yellow. When Sweet Pea's owner goes away, this little bird activates the fan, turns on the TV, and pretends he's flying in a video game. Can you blame him? We bet being stuck in a cage all day can get incredibly boring. And Sweet Pea is proof to that statement. Although he's a caged bird in a New York apartment, Sweet Pea adores being outside and spending time with his neighbor's pets. He also joins them to find Max when he gets lost. His character is insanely cute, and he easily steals every scene in the movie. This is what budgie parakeets look like in real life. Although they're not as round as Sweet Pea, they show his distinctive yellow and green colors. He's voiced by Tara Strong, who's known to give voices to some of your favorite cartoon characters. You can find her in Teen Titans Go, Ben 10, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, and Powerpuff Girls. Even though she voiced so many different characters, Tara said that she'd love to be on The Simpsons and wanted to be Ariel when she was little. Tattoo. Although he has a slightly unusual name, it makes sense when you get to know the story of this character. Tattoo is a tattooed pig that comes with an amazing septum piercing. Normally, we'd be alarmed. But hey, these are New York pets with secret lives. Tattoo is a part of Snowball's group, the Flushed Pets, which are all abandoned and on a mission to dominate the world. Just like other antagonists, Tattoo has a change of heart after he drives a taxi with all animals. We told you this movie is crazy. Tattoo's story is far more important than we think. Tattoo was kicked out by his owner after his body didn't have any more space for tattoo practice. Unfortunately, artists have often used pig skin to work on their art, as it's most similar to humans. While we don't recommend tattooing and piercing your pig, owning a pig is definitely an option. Science revealed that pigs are highly intelligent, which means they really might have a secret life we know nothing about. What do you think a pig is thinking about during the day? This pig's thoughts can definitely be heard. He's voiced by Michael Beatty, who also voiced the VNC announcer in the Minions movie. Buddy. Buddy is one of the main characters of the movie. He's a dachshund, also nicknamed a sausage dog or a wiener dog. If you saw the trailer in the movie, you've seen Buddy activate a mixer to give himself a massage. His neighbor's pets are his best friends, and of course, he joins them on the hunt to find Max. Buddy is also sarcastic, but usually pretty laid back, although he's much friendlier than Chloe. If you own a dachshund, you pretty much own your very own version of Buddy. Watch out for your kitchen mixers, because you never know if your dog is using it as a massager when you're away. Buddy is voiced by an American stand-up comedian, Hannibal Buress, who you might know from The Eric Andre Show, or a 2014 movie, Neighbors. A lot of Buddy's personality does come from Hannibal, who has been described as the person you definitely want to hang out with. But we'd be even happier if we got to hang out with Buddy and hear an actual dog talk. Does your dachshund behave like Buddy? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what your pets are up to. Do you have any pets? Let us know in the comments. For more real-life animated characters, check out 10 Despicable Me characters in real life. Thanks for watching.